So what is MABEL? MABEL is really a satellite calibration and validation instrument for ISAT-2. ISAT-2 is supposed to launch around 2016-ish or so. And so we're using MABEL to do it like a proof of concept. It concentrates on ice sheets, ice shelves, sea ice, and some vegetation. We've already done 4 deployments, most of them in California, flying up and down the west coast, and then there was a flight all the way out to Colorado. And then we did this Iceland deployment, which was mostly all around Greenland, Svalbard, and there was a flight in Iceland. So Svalbard is in Norway. Future deployments, we actually have one coming up in June. I actually just got word today that it's neither California nor Massachusetts. So it's going to be Ohio or Wallace. We don't know yet. And they're talking about going back to do flying over Greenland next year. That's what MABEL looks like for the most part. She's a pretty heavy lady, she's about 520 pounds. So she's kind of stubborn sometimes. We have to put her out of the aircraft. A typical flight day, it's actually a pretty long day. We wake up early to do a weather briefing. Specifically in Iceland, the weather is very, very dynamic, both in Iceland and Greenland. So you either had good weather in Iceland and bad weather in Greenland, or vice versa. Sometimes it was hard to get good weather in both. And you need good weather in both because you're taking off and landing from Iceland and your targets are all in Greenland. So 3 hours before flight, we have a weather briefing to know whether we're flying or not that day. And then 2 hours before flight, they have what's called a hands-off. You can no longer touch the instrument. It's bolted onto the aircraft and off it goes. And usually, it doesn't take too long for us to pre-flight. Usually is around 5 minutes. It can take longer if we have to finish troubleshooting or have to change stuff out. Usually we're good. One of the lessons we've learned, and we talked about it later, is the reveal connection. Reveal is the link that we use to see real-time data from the instrument while it flies. It can be very intermittent, and sometimes the server's not up and running yet. Issues, or I don't know, nobody's watching now in California. So before every flight, we started doing a link check to make sure we could see our instrument. And then we monitored the instrument throughout flight. And a flight could be 2.5 hours long, or it could be a 10-hour long flight. So it could be